Hello, welcome back. I did finish uploading, so let's read some more. It's 4 p.m. I need to cook some hot food soon, but not now.
Ricinus. Ricinus leaves and inflorescence, male flowers below female flowers. Scientific classification. Edit this classification. Kingdom Plantar clade Trichiophytes clade Angiosperms clade Eudicots clade Rosids order Malpighiales family Euphorplaceae subfamilia Califoideae tribe Caliphae subtribe Ricinina genus Ricinus L. Species are communis. Binomial name Ricinus communis. Ricinus communis, the castor bean. 1. Or castor oil plant. 2. Is a species of perennial flowering plant in the spurge family Euphorplaceae. It is the sole species in the monotypic genus Ricinus, and subtribe, Ricinina. The evolution of castor and its relation to other species are currently being studied using modern genetic tools. 3. It reproduces with a mixed pollination system which favors selfing by gatoenogamy but at the same time can be outcrossed by anemophily, wind pollination, or entomophily, insect pollination. 4. Its seed is the castor bean, which despite the term is not a bean, as it is not the seed of a member of the family Fabaceae. Castor is indigenous to the southeastern Mediterranean basin, eastern Africa, and India, but is widespread throughout tropical regions, and widely grown elsewhere as an ornamental plant. 5. Castor seed is the source of castor oil, which has a wide variety of uses. The seeds contain between 40% and 60% oil that is rich in triglycerides, mainly ricinolein. The seed also contains ricin, a highly potent water-soluble toxin, which is also present in lower concentrations throughout the plant. The plant known as false castor oil plant, Fatsia japonica, is not closely related. Description. Ricinus communis can vary greatly in its growth habit and appearance. The variability has been increased by breeders who have selected a range of cultivars for leaf and flower colors, and for oil production. It is a fast-growing, suckering shrub that can reach the size of a small tree, around 12 meters, 39 feet, but it is not cold-hardy. The glossy leaves are 15-45 centimeters, 6-18 inches, long-stalked, alternate and palmate with 5 to 12 deep lobes with coarsely toothed segments. In some varieties they start off dark reddish purple or bronze when young, gradually change into a dark green, sometimes with a reddish tinge, as they mature. The leaves of some other varieties are green practically from the start, whereas in yet others a pigment masks the green color of all chlorophyll-bearing parts, leaves, stems and young fruit, so that they remain a dramatic purple to reddish brown throughout. L. The life of the plant. Plants with the dark leaves can be found growing next to those with green leaves, so there is most likely only a single gene controlling the production of the pigment in some varieties. 6. The stems and the spherical, spiny seed capsules also vary in pigmentation. The fruit capsules of some varieties are more showy than the flowers. The flowers lack petals and are unisexual, male and female, where both types are born on the same plant, monoecious, in terminal panicle-like inflorescences of green or, in some varieties, shades of red. The male flowers are numerous, yellowish-green with prominent creamy stamens. The female flowers, born at the tips of the spikes, lie within the immature spiny capsules, are relatively few in number and have prominented stigmas. 7. The fruit is a spiny, greenish to reddish-purple capsule containing large, oval, shiny, bean-like, highly poisonous seeds with variable brownish mottling. Castor seeds have a warty appendage called the caruncle, which is a type of eliosin. The caruncle promotes the dispersal of the seed by ants. Myrmecocori. Young plant. Young plant. Green variant after blooming, with developing seed capsules. Green variant after blooming with developing seed capsules. Leaf. Leaf. Male flower. Male flower. Pollen grains of Ricinus communis. Pollen grains of Ricinus communis. Female flower. Female flower. The green capsule dries and splits into 3 sections, forcibly ejecting seeds. The green capsule dries and splits into 3 sections, forcibly ejecting seeds. 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 Cotyledons, round, and first true leaves, serrated, on a young plant, about 4 weeks old. Cotyledons, round, and first true leaves, serrated, on a young plant, about 4 weeks old. Chemistry. 3 terpenoids and a tocopherol-related compound have been found in the aerial parts of Ricinus. Compounds named 3E7Z11E, 19-hydroxycaspar 3711 5-1, 6-hydroxy10-methoxy-7-8-epoxy-5-oxycaspin 20-10-alide, 1,5-hydroxylup 29, EN3-1, and 2R4R8R. 3,4,4,8 tetrahydro 4 hydroxy 2,6,7,8 tetramethyl 2, 4,8, 12 trimethyltrisol, 2H chrom 5,8 diene bracylated from the methanol extracts of Ricinus communis by chromatographic methods. 8. Partitioned H-hexane fraction of Ricinus root methanol extract resulted in enrichment of 2 triterpenes. Nuclear and 16 3,16 diene, pyrrondone. Crude methanolic extract, enriched N-hexane fraction and isolates at doses 100 mg/kg PO exhibited significant P and LT 0.001 anti-inflammatory activity in carrageenan-induced hind paw edema model. 9. Taxonomy. Carl Linnaeus used the name Ricinus because it is a Latin word for tick. The seed is so named because it has markings and a bump at the end that resemble certain ticks. The genus Ricinus, 10, also exists in zoology and designates insects, not ticks, which are parasites of birds. This is possible because the names of animals and plants are governed by different nomenclature codes. 11, 12. The common name castor oil probably comes from its use as a replacement for castoreum, a perfume base made from the dry perineal glands of the beaver. Castor in Latin. 13. It has another common name, Palm of Christ, or Palma Christi, that derives from castor oil's reputed ability to heal wounds and cure ailments. Ecology. Plant in disturbed area. Ricinus communis is the host plant of the common castor butterfly, Ariadnemarion, the airy silk moth, Samia ricini, and the castor semilupa moth, Achaea junata. It is also used as a food plant by the larvae of some other species of Lepidoptera, including Hypocomp hambletoni and the nutmeg, Dicestra trifoliae. A jumping spider Vaca cullicivora has an association with R. communis. They consume the nectar for food and preferentially use Aphis plants as a location for courtship. 14. Cultivation. In Greece it is hardy enough to grow as a small tree. In northern countries it is grown instead as an annual. Although Ricinus communis is indigenous to the southeastern Mediterranean basin, eastern Africa, and India, Today it is widespread throughout tropical regions. 5. In areas with a suitable climate, castor establishes itself easily where it can become an invasive plant and can often be found on wasteland. It is also used extensively as a decorative plant in parks and other public areas, particularly as a plant in traditional bedding schemes. If sown early, under glass, and kept at a temperature of around 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, until planted out, the castor oil plant can reach a height of 2-3 meters, 6.69.8 feet, in a year. In areas prone to frost it is usually shorter, and grow as if it were an annual. 5. However, it can grow well outdoors in cooler climates, at least in southern England, and the leaves do not appear to suffer frost damage in sheltered spots, where it remains evergreen. 15. It was used in Edwardian times in the parks of Toronto, Canada. Although not cultivated there, the plant grows wild in the U.S., notably Griffith Park in Los Angeles. 16. Cultivars. Cultivars have been developed by breeders for use as ornamental plants. Heights refer to plants grown as annuals, and for commercial production of castor oil. 7. Ornamental cultivars. Carmencita has gained the Royal Horticultural Society's Award of Garden Merit. 17. 18. Carmencita bright red has red stems, dark purplish leaves and red seed pods. Carmencita pink has green leaves and pink seed pods. Gibsoni has red-tinged leaves with reddish veins and bright scarlet seed pods. New Zealand purple has plum-colored leaves tinged with red. Plum-colored seed pods turn to red as they ripen. All the above grow to around 1.5 meters, 4.9 feet, tall as annuals. 5. Impala is compact, only 1.2 meters or 3.9 feet tall, with reddish foliage and stems, brightest in the young shoots. Red Spire is tall, 2-3 meters or 6.69.8 feet, with red stems and bronze foliage. Zanzibarensis is also tall, 2-3 meters or 6.69.8 feet, with large, mid-green leaves, 50 centimeters or 20 inches long, that have white midribs. 7. Cultivars for oil production. Hale was launched in the 1970s for the U.S. state of Texas. 19. It is short, up to 1.2 m or 3 foot 11 in, and has several races. Briham is a variety with reduced ricin content adapted for Texas, U.S. It grows up to 1.8 m, 5 feet 11 in, and has 10% of the ricin content of Hale. BRS nordestina was developed by Brazil's Embrapa in 1990 for hand harvest and semi-arid environments. BRS Energy was developed by Embrapa in 2004 for mechanized or hand harvest. GCH6 was developed by Sada Krushinaka Dantewada University, India, 2004. It is resistant to root rot and tolerant to fusarium wilt. GCH5 was developed by Sada Krushinaka Dantewada University, 1995. It is resistant to fusarium wilt. Aburo was developed by the Ethiopian Institute of Agricultural Research's Essential Oils Research Center for Hand Harvest. Hyrule was developed by the Ethiopian Institute of Agricultural Research's Melkasa and Wandojene Agricultural Research Centers for Hand Harvest during 2010/2011. Allergenicity and toxicity. Ricinus is extremely allergenic, and has a no-pulse allergy scale rating of 10 out of 10. The plant is also a very strong trigger for asthma, and allergies to Ricinus are commonplace and severe. 20. The castor oil plant produces abundant amounts of very light pollen, which easily become airborne and can be inhaled into the lungs, triggering allergic reactions. The sap of the plant causes skin rashes. Individuals who are allergic to the plant can also develop rashes from merely touching the leaves, flowers, or seeds. These individuals can also have cross-allergic reactions to latex sap from the related heavier Brazilian cis plant. 20. The toxicity of raw castor beans is due to the presence of ricin. Although the lethal dose in adults is considered to be 4 to 8 seeds, reports of actual poisoning are relatively rare. 21. According to the Guinness World Records, this is the world's most poisonous common plant. 22.